got ourselves certified over for the team 2 with Exploited as well as Sappy. The two rogues, you guys are homies, right? There's no way. Chicago joining these duels. I was seeing Exploited running out, but instead it is going to be Chicago. Are they going to send Exploited next? Vixen also available on this team as well. Hockey, Shadow. Wait, Hockey is the warrior? How do not have you added on Real ID Hockey? You're one of my favorites, man. Deathsweep first up versus Chicago, trying to see if he can get himself a setup. Chicago has an enhancement shaman with a stun to follow, trinkets out of it, trying to see if he can knock Deathsweep out, but he doesn't think get caught on the lip of the bridge. Wall up for Chicago, trying to go for a bit of that Guardian Spirit, looking to get himself as much recovery as possible. Deathsweep trying to claw past the chains, but can't really break out of the jail, as this is going to be Chicago trying to see if he can tank up stun with the Sunder into Deathsweep. Maybe some kind of a go you could set up with a Bloodlust. No second stun totem though. Is trying to go for a bit of a healing with a root, looking for the reset. Down on defensives, a little bit in a weird spot. Next stun could be very deadly. Root does reconnect with Deathsweep for just a second. Try to go for a knock, but I don't even know how he was able to avoid it. That is going to be Sigil of Fear for a second. Chicago at the very least got a bit of Maelstrom. Mana is available, could go for a bit of healing. But at this point, it's in a rough spot. I don't know what you can do in this situation. That is just a full might of a Demon Hunter with Exploited going to be out there immediately. So it's going to be instant Trinket with immunity for Deathsweep. He's got to find a way to get Exploited's cooldowns out. And then got to find a way to rock the boat a little bit there. I don't really know how he could do. That's a full-on rogue, though. He does Shadow Meld with the Shadow Blade, so at least he won't have those to work with. That's going to be Deathsweep. Try to see if he can stay mid-air. Does get hit with a sap either way though. Try to go for that vengeful trees to get aggressive to avoid CC. That's about all you can do. Full opener by the rogue, cheap shot right after. Deathsweep does survive with about half a health. At least he's able to get a proper stun. Item to follow, stun again. Maybe big go, Exploded taking a huge hit. Cloak of Shadows does get burned by the rogue. Does he go to recover? Maybe have himself another go versus death though. Possibly, maybe. Did we just lose somebody on team 2? What was it? It was, what was it just now? We just had to play stun on Deathsweep. Chicago, that's what it was. And does get taken out. That is unfortunate. Hockey looking to find this rogue instantly. Exploited does have a trinket, but he doesn't have a way to get out of here. Oh, Hockey! I was thinking, oh, Fan and Icy does catch him. I was thinking that was going to be the Fan that was going to get the guy. Hockey's trinketed something. I'm not sure what. I think he might have accidentally trinketed. Does get hit with the disarm. As long as he keeps calm points onto Exploited, even if he trinkets out of a stun, it's over. Hawkins, I think, could probably nail down the rogue. Gouge for a moment. Trying to escape it. Looking for a quick reset. Hockey doesn't really get hit with the slows for too much. Sepsis onto Exploited. Does hit him with a stun. That is a full dance available. Does hit himself full death mark. I think it's over. I think Exploded. I think his health is just. I think it's. Oh, God. Oh, God. Did you see his health bar? Just at some point, he was like, fine. Nope. Not fine. There was a moment of his health bar just like, all right, it's ticking down little by little too. No, it is gone. 183k sepsis, yeah. Sepsis and Kingsbane. Hockey is as toxic of a rogue as it can be. And I mean it in the most loving way, right? He's got himself toxic looking blades, a toxic gas mask, toxic looking shoulder pads. Like, he is just poison incarnate. This man's been just doming homies left and right. Sappy trying to see if he can get himself a proper go. Disarmed immediately by Hawkins. Cloak of Shadows really early versus Sappy. Trying to use that for the defensive side of things. And got himself an evasion in case he needs to. Does go for the evasion. Sappy could actually bypass that with just ambushes. As well as cheap shots. Ambush does for some reason treat the rogue as like you're always behind them, hitting him in the back every time you ambush. Get a shot onto Hawkins. Does he just go? Shadow Step juke. Oh, you gotta love these, dude. You gotta love the jukes. You know what? People hate on rogues plenty, but you can't get mad at a rogue who's got himself a good juke. Does go himself for a stun onto Sappy, but I think Hawkins' life may be kind of done and done here. He's got some dots rolling to Sappy. He's going to go for blind breaking it. Cloak shot is for Sappy. At least maybe able to remove some of the dots from Hawkins. Hawkins looking for whatever healing he can get. Gouge last second. Does he have a stun? Disarm for disarm. Sappy does still have a gun. Hold on a second. He's just trying to hit him with that second amendment and does end up getting the guy down. That is so rough. Hawkins had cooldowns going back up little by little, but maybe a little bit longer and his blind would have back up. Cow does not want to give Sappy any opportunity to get any kind of recess. Doesn't want to give him the honorable duel. No honor against these rogues at all. Sappy, will she death? Getting a shot? Hold on. Let's escape. If he gouges and just runs. Hold on. No, I was gonna say for a second, because he could probably escape. He was actually like, hey, I'm kind of alive. Unless he got hit by a Blades of Justice. Certified trying to see if he could dome down Matka really quickly. He got himself Shield of Vengeance. Certified just trying to see if he can get the guy out in the open. If he can get him away from any pillars, he might be okay. He's cowed. Got himself plenty of damage with the Crusade though. Disperse out of Certified. He's got himself every defensive pop except for Desperate Pair. But man, oh, if that was me, that Desperate Pair would have been instantly used. What is this? Slowing him down. Certified in no health, trying to go for silence. You can still do quite a bit as a paladin, even if you're silenced, and just gonna rock down the priest that quickly. With Vixen gonna be up next. As a Frosty DK, got himself a Wraith Walk, walking away from the bubble. He just sees it and just walks out of there, trying to escape it as soon as he can. As Matka getting hit with a blind. Vixen looking for a bit of a reset. Still has cooldowns. Lichborn, AMS, giving him that go. Matka does not have an answer here. Hold on a second. This is where Vixen could probably make some kind of play. Got himself IBF just to make sure he got plenty of defense, kind of spazzing all over the screen for a moment. But he's got himself a full stun onto Matka. Maybe a second stun to follow. Does he get a second one? He got a second one. Hold on. Trick out of Cow. Got himself Shield of Vengeance. Does Vixen just stay in? I think he wants to find a way to stay in. He got himself death back in case he needs to. Cow is just trying to get some damage going while backing up out of there. Wards up for a second, dropping in a dome. Man's got no health. Does consume a lot of his health just to give him a little bit extra health bar to work with into a chill streak that's back up unavailable. Trying to see if he can take him down, but it's going to be Cow maybe down. Oh, Vixen does end up taking it. And Weeb God, I was gonna say maybe we'll give him a bit of that honor duel, but I don't think so. Lasso might be the end of the guy. Vixen maybe can go for a bit of healing here and there, but very limited on what he could do. Trying to grip Weeb back in though. With a blind, goes in for a trinket, Wraith Walk. Does he get to escape it? Stormkeeper's back up for the guy. Does he himself the big Hambo? Maybe? AMS? It's kind of sort of helping. Zap it through it, unable to break it. Yeah, Lava Burst to follow. That's a rough one. That is a tough one. That was a duel though. Hell yeah, let's get another one going, boys. Got ourselves Austin over for the team too, ready to go. Love that map, man. It's so good. Certified on that team, we got Death Sweep 10 as well as Weeb God X. You know, for a name like Weeb God X, I did not think he was gonna go for the full-on like royalty mog, but you know what? I like it. A gentleman and a scholar with an acquired taste. Over on the team 1, we are missing a mage with the greatest name ever. But Flamin', no Flamin'. PHC might have to be the guy to hold the fort for the team. Got himself a Shadow Meld. Certified absolutely getting blasted. Having to go for Disperse even though he's finally getting to lock down the Rogue. But the man just felt, you know what? My health bar way too low. Quick blind by the Rogue. Vanish right after. Is he dotted? Certified doesn't have an out anymore. Hold on a second. Wait, is he actually clean? No, not clean. Certified? Maybe there's like a gap in between those saps. But you can get something going. Goes in for a Shadow Strike, delaying the stun for a little bit later. Goes in for combo points, getting shot right after. Certified doing a bit of damage to himself, but his secret technique falls out to fall. Oh, that's not a great situation, man. Fear, Trinket out of the Rogue. Actually getting kind of aggressive with it. Wait, is there no options for you? Wait, do you live? Hold on. Heal. Just heal it. Just heal yourself. Just heal through the damage. It's fine. This man literally just takes that idea. Just heal harder. And just applies that as a strategy. The Rogue going for a bit of a reset. He is dotted though. That's the one thing Certified does do pretty well here. I mean, that sounds so bad. But the thing is, the fact that he keeps the Rogue dotted is, I was going to highlight as a really good move. And I think he has a stun coming back up too, right? I believe so. Sat by the Rogue. He is dotted. Maybe they'll disrupt his go. Certified taking a bit of damage yet again. Maybe a CC to break it. Maybe. Eviscerate. Fade for a second. Got himself a heal. Hold on. Void. Stun. Heal. He's so low. I don't know how you make it out of this one. He does get himself the Vamp Brace. If you get some damage on Rogue, maybe you can get some recovery. That or just walk away. Yep, walk away from the Rogue. Get yourself some healing. Do a bit of recovery. No dots this time around, so you will not be able to get the Rogue out easily, but you do have Disperse, so as long as you get yourself an interrupt, you should be good to go. To battle won't feel the 25k first with so Chicago. How you doing, my guy? You joined tonight, by the way, because we got a spot over for Team 1. Unless PHC just goes in for a one-man army here, or potentially Chaos, the boy himself. We got us this Morrigan in the back. I like the panda look. I actually like the panda mug. That's very much like a piratey panda hunter look. Very, very casual. Fear, Rogue has a trinket Dusty burned here. That is a wood eruption with a mind games to follow. He has less of a pillar nearby. Cloak Shadows is getting used With a Gouge looking for reset, changes decision, certified getting hit with a stun. Disperse is available, could use it, does end up going for Disperse. PHC is dotted up, trying to go for Shadow Strikes onto Surd. Surd has himself no fear for a bit. Hold on, actually kind of limited what he could do. That's a run into PHC, that's really about all he's got. I don't know, is there a chance for him at all? Also, I just noticed you have yourself the beeswax honeycomb looking base thing. Has a bit of like honey that just kind of jiggles. I think it's over. I think it's over. I think it's over. We're back. Oh, it's over. It's over. The mania, the depression of it's over. We're back. It's over. We're so back. Oh no, we're dead. Oh no. 7 minutes into the first match between a rogue and a shadow priest. There's just no way a shadow priest can catch a rogue. There's just no way. Like, if a rogue just doesn't want to fight a shadow priest, he could always bounce out. He just walk around the pillar. Deathstroop trying to see if he can find the man immediately. Is gonna maybe pick up eyes. Both of them are available for either one of them. How do you even... Man, I feel like maybe playing away from pillars might be the play for a shadow priest. Probably right. You really got to get the Void Eruption and the full burst on the guy while slowing him out. So I think maybe finding him away from a pillar might be the play. PHC though goes in for a stun, Trinket out of Death Sweep, trying to see maybe if you can end the duel. Cheap Shot does follow up, but he's got himself full I-Beam out of that Sigil. Gouge for PHC, looking for a bit of a resetty. Is he using Battle Master Trinket or Badge? I actually can't tell. I actually cannot tell. I do like his Mog though. That whole set is actually really solid. I don't know about shoulders. I would swap this out for like the shoulders and match the set personally. But that looks really good either way. Able to keep Deathstroop at a distance though while trying to wait out for another big go, and the guy got himself no vanishes, but a Shadow Melt is available. Somebody is keeping him in combat, or at least somebody is keeping him out of stealth at the very bare minimum. As he got himself a full reset onto Deathstroop. It is going to be a blur as the rogue goes in for a stun. That is a perfect defensive for Deathstroop though. That is so good. Blind for the rogue though as he gets himself yet another reset. Deathsweep out of a trinket does eventual retreat, so if he lands it properly, maybe he'll have a go meta around the corner, trying to see if he catches the rogue. He is able to get on top of him before the rogue can wait out the stun yards. Big burst crit with a hunt into the rogue. Has himself a cloak, but I don't even know if he'll get to use it. Trying to go for the cloak to maybe live with advantage to follow. So that does give him yet another reset that he needs. If Deathsweep is fast enough, he might be able to find the rogue around the corner, looking for a quick juke, but doesn't quite connect with the guy. At least not yet, unless maybe he lands a Sigil and then kites the rogue in the other direction. He's trying to make sure one of those death sweeps maybe gets some damage out. PHC able to avoid him completely though. Hold on a second, Sap. Does the rogue make it out of here? Hold on a second. Does the rogue make it out alive here? Cheap Shot goes in for a go. Death Sweep doesn't have a defensive for this one. That's another stun to lock him down. The Wizards are not doing nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Got himself the immunity to chase after the rogue with a full stun right after. Trinket to follow for PHC. Doesn't have any defenses available. Maybe a Shadow Meld, but he's waiting out the stun DRs. Stun before he can get anything done. Sigil of Fear. Deathsweep just trying to establish control. Maybe get himself a bit of damage. Darkness to cover his approach a little bit. Gouge by PHC. Has himself an evasion. Kidney shot. Trinket immediately for Deathsweep. Has himself the I-Beam and just cleaving down the rogue just with the fury of a Demon Hunter. And we're 9 minutes into the duel. 9 minutes into the first match. That's a long one. Is it Flame Index? I think it is supposed to be Flame Index. As he got himself maybe a Succubus CC, does get himself a Succubus CC at the very bare minimum. Open up the gates, that fire portal. That's getting nerfed by the way by 30%. That's gonna be a bit unfortunate. Full damage on a Death Sweep. How do you even make it out of here alive with this much damage and no defenses available? Maybe he could use the hunt to try to give himself any kind of healing, but at this point it's impossible, I don't think. Yeah, it's actually straight up impossible. 10 gonna be up next with a Mortal immediately. Fear potentially for Flamin. Does get a juke, but it doesn't matter. That's so much damage by the Demon Hunter. Does drop down Infernal on him with an Immolate. Board doesn't really take him super far. I don't really know if he can gate out or anything. Maybe? Nah. Once the damage is set in, it's just over. I think it looks like Chaos is gonna be up next. Or is it Morgan? I like your... Is that an iPad? What is that? Hold on a second. What is that eye thing you got going on? Monocle? That actually looks kind of cool. It also looks like an eye patch, but not really. I actually like that. 10 getting blasted by these pets. Got himself a full Sigil of Fear with even more souls? What do you call it? Elysian Decree with another Sigil, the Elysian Decree. You would think they would change the name to a Sigil or something, right? Sigil of Misery, Sigil of Fire, Sigil of Silence, and then would be like sigils of just demonic explosion. I don't know. Anything? That's going to be full setup for Burns for Chaos. Got himself a bit of mobility. 10 is out in the open just fighting the demons, and I think the demons are going to get him. Oh my goodness, man fought demons, and the demons got him. We've got X gonna be up next versus Chaos. Again, surrounded by demons immediately. Hold on a second. Wait, this man is literally at half health. He just started the duel. He is already at half health. That momentum of the army of demons that he brought in. Wait, was that the smallest meteor I've ever seen Chaos get hit by the fire alley? That looked like the smallest meteor ever. Lava bursts are flying in. This guy got damaged. Hold on a second. He's playing out the tier set. Chaos tried to look for a bit of cover. He has a fire elemental attacking him. No health whatsoever. It's just done. Morgan is the last one left. Got himself at least a camo opener with a stun onto Weeb, together with a death chakram. As long as you can rule the pets, you should be able to limit a lot of their damage. That's the entire zoo rushing out at Weeb. At least able to control the pets in that static totem with the earth elemental to stun up Morgan, trying to see if you can play into a little bit of control, a little bit of damage. Morgan with the defensive. Weeb has no more defenses left at all though. That's going to be a dark iron, no, normal dwarven racial. I was going to say dark iron racial, but no, not a dark iron dwarf. Trying to see if you can fight through this damage. Looking for a heal or two, but it's going to be a quick intro. I think it's over. Unless he somehow brings it back. Hold on. He needs a fatty lava burst, I think, at this point. Knocking the pets back for a second. At least getting away from him. Lava burst flying in. Oh, the earth shock. He actually did it. Oh my god. That was so good. Wait, he actually got two. Wow. That was great. I love how the beginning of the duel was like a lot of like slower rogue games, but then it got actually pretty exciting at the very end with people just falling over. That's wild. Let's get us another one going, boys, yeah?